And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Starting on the mound in this one, number 77. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher, so it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Foul ball there. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Dixon takes it himself. One up, one down. And time now for the Phillies lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
That hits the dirt, and it's 2-2. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
2 down, bases empty. Here's a big power threat. Isaac Wilson. Wilson with another scorching run of play lately. 2 outs, bases empty. Swings and misses, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And on the mound for Philadelphia in this one, number 56.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor. And we'll watch how he works in this one.
Now it's going to be number 13. 2-2 now. Got him swinging.
Some really good tunnel action there. That's a picture-perfect slider to get the strikeout. Starts over the middle of the plate and then dives hard off the outside corner. You know, he's probably thinking about the fastball he got the pitch before, and there's no way to hold up when you tunnel that well.
Now the number 2 hitter. And a foul ball. the righty deals. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next offering is down low.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
One down, base is empty. On the ground at first, but it kicks foul. Way back there, and that is way gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they'll grab the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now Logan Dixon. In there for a strike at 100 miles an hour. And the count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Out there to center. Miller on the move. Makes the grab on the run. 2 away down. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Dave Biddison. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Going to count 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fastball is outside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Here at Wrigley Field, all set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Will Robertson. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Just off the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Fans adds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now it's going to be Juan Santana. 1 down, Phillies down a run. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Pretty good fastball location, down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it and hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though.
Here's the third baseman. The 1-1. Fought off foul. Just missed.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. That one ripped. That's back. And that one's gone into the bleachers. And they add a pair. It's 2-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here's the power hitting catcher. Still only 1 out here in the inning. This one in the air. Alcantara makes the grab for the second out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 down, base is empty. Mason Church now at the plate. And now 2 balls and a strike. And there's a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the second. Now the third baseman, number 18. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Out in front and foul to the left side. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field. Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
This one popped up. Miller makes the grab, one down.
Batting sixth, center fielder, number 9.
And now the center fielder. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off, 2-2. And no throw. He's into first easily. Here's the catcher. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Fastball almost got him there. McGowan checks on first, and he dives back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap. When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Runner on the move, puts it in the air out towards left center, has a beat on it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Batting 8th, left fielder, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ up to hit. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Move to first. Avina dives back in safely. Two outs. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Cubs leave 1, and our score remains 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 29.
Here's a 1-1. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Now batting, number 54.
Here's the center fielder. One out, base is empty. That clips the zone, and it's 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Way inside, gets out of the way. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Biddison going back, and it finds the basket and gone. He'll touch them all, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-1. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
One out, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Darrell Sweet. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And a strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He sends it out of here. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 4-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Will Robertson stands in for the Phillies. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. This one in the air, right field. Church makes the grab, and a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Cubs.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Enrique Alcantara. On the ground to third, and a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Sweet. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And the Cubs are down in order, and they trail it 4-1. Back here at the friendly confines as we go to the top of the fourth. Digging in, Juan Santana.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
That one in the dirt, and now 3 balls and a strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
In the air to left center. Hat moving under it. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, number 16.
Here's the third baseman. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. And now 2-1.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Bases empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Phillies catcher. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Phillies go down quietly in the inning as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Bottom of the inning, and now the first baseman, number 21.
First baseman, Brandon Dixon.
That one missed.
You know, these Cubs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Fly ball, center field. And there's 1 down.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole. Biddison with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies.
Ball 2. You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
That one's in there. That is strike 2.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss at 100. Struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Now the third baseman. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball, left side. Oh, great stop to first. Got him. Nice play.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over there at the hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Chicago
and there's a
Cubs.
new arm on the mound to start the
Number
fifth.
62.
Choi. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And now the right
Leading
fielder.
off for Philadelphia, right fielder, number 33.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting, number 29.
And the batter will be the shortstop.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
And that one upstairs.
2-1.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. One down, base is empty. And there's a ball.
3-2.
Left field. Hat sizes this one up. Nabs it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 54.
So the Philly batting order turns over. And now the center fielder. In the air to left down the line. And that is that. So they make short work of them there. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cubs 1. And we're back. Leading off, number 9. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, number 48, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. That misses. 3-1 now.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Line drive, base hit right field. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now the Cubs catcher. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. Number 27 with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
Now the left fielder, Ian Happ. Oh, look at the stop. Off-balance feed, there's one. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter. And that misses. 2-1. Two outs. And there's a strike. That's out to center field. Under it. He's got it. And that will end the inning. One left for the Cubs. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. To the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Now batting, left fielder Ethan Wilson.
So a man aboard. Isaac Wilson will hit next. Runner. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. The throw in there safely.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Will Robertson stands in for the Phillies. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Pitch in the dirt, and the count is 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And now Juan Santana. And that's downstairs and outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners at the corners, one away. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a foul out of play. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger, not how you want to go down in an RBI spot. So now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, number 16, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A two-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 2 left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cubs 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 48.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
So the batting order turns over. Stepping in, Enrique Alcantara. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. The shortstop takes the ball.
Yeah, we go beyond just fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. 1 down, base is empty. That one missed.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brendan Dixon.
2 down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Logan Dixon. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Church makes the catch. That is the inning. Top of inning number 7. Now number 6. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder. A changeup missing. Now 2-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. He'll do it himself. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Now batting number 29.
Now it's the shortstop. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground to third. Whips it across, and the Phillies are set down in order. Down quickly go the Phillies, but they lead it 4-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, number 6. Inside, almost got him. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Here's the third baseman. Late on that fastball.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Biddison aboard here at first with nobody out. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a heater.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Here's the center fielder.
2-1.
In the dirt. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Biddison into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that's part of the risk when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt. Even as good as catchers are these days at blocking pitches, that one just got away enough, and that takes the double play opportunity away for now.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Ground ball up the middle. Slings to first, and there are 2 outs.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
2 outs. Hard hit right side. And that is the inning. Here at Wrigley Field, we go to the 8th, and now the center fielder, number 54.
That's a ball.
Fouled off left side. Three-two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So up next, Darrell Sweet.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
One down, base is empty. And a big swing and a miss. Center field. Avina under this one. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Now batting, left fielder Ethan Wilson.
2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Isaac Wilson. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And that one a little below the knees. Now 2 balls and a strike. There's a swing and a miss. Gets a piece and stays alive. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Will Robertson on deck for the Phils. Two down, nobody on. Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Brendan Langley. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
For the Cubs, left fielder Ian Happ.
And there's a ball.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. To the wall, and he can't reach it.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Struck him out swinging. Some high cheese for strike 3. Went right after him there singing. No messing around.
3 pitches right there. 3 really good fastballs in that at bat. But what stood out is all of them in a different part of the zone. He started them away. You look out over the plate as a hitter, and then he busts you in. You're not quick enough to be able to pull the trigger and turn on it. And then he finished up in the zone. Good velocity. Caught the top part of that strike zone. That's a great example of how you mix your locations. Just as important as mixing speeds.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Enrique Alcantara.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now it's the second baseman. 2 outs. Hit on the ground to short. Now the throw to first on the run, and they get the out.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Chicago
It's the
Cubs.
top of the ninth, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the mound,
49.
Tyson Miller.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind.